G'day, Matt from Down Under here, showing off the new Better FPV Matrix 1S HD Cross AIO today, the one that's got the new 3 amp 5 volt back on it. I'm going to show you today a quick way of converting this cross style all-in-one from this, with all this crap on it for whoops, into something suitable to go on a toothpick, including XT30, a proper frickin' antenna, and removing all those nasty motor plugs that limit current throughput. Yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so forgive me as I try to narrate these accelerated videos from under the microscope. So here's the original board with all the stuff on it. Just moving around, having a gawk, just checking out all the different bits and bobs. See there in the middle there, in the flash memory and the BB851, or whatever they are, ESCs for Blue Jay, and the header there for the digital VTX, motor pads, motor plugs. We want to get rid of those nasty ass things. The LRS antenna, we'll be getting rid of that as well. A couple of UARTs and the 1281 LRS transmitter. So there's a few things there. We're going to go through all this and figure it out. The big one is the motor pads. As you can see, they've actually thought to put 3 separate pads, separate to the actual pinholes for the socket, so that's good. 2 sets of UARTs up the top there. There's a little resistor off to the left of that crystal oscillator that you remove to kill the onboard LRS, freeing up those 2 left pads for extra UART, so that's handy. What else is there? Yeah, going to get rid of that header, going to clean up the power cables, put in a XT30. Here we are doing the motor, so you just flood the bugger with solder, it overheats everything and it all drops out. I've got a pair of clamping tweezers on the bottom. I just gracefully leverage that, out it goes. Now we just clean it up with a bit of this stuff. Yep, all good. It looks messy as shit. Just a little note though, that left pad for the motor is very close to those probably 0802 size resistors, so I'll probably stay away from them. This thing was a pain in the ass. I'm not very good, still working on my reflow methods. Dump a way too much spoogy amount of bloody flux, using the heat thing, trying to do it. All I'm doing is roasting the plastic, slowly disintegrating it, and God knows what else. Oh, this is embarrassing, but I'll just share this as a PSA, what not to do. In the end, I think I start flooding it with solder out of desperation just to get rid of the darn thing, and flood it with more solder, and just slowly just try and... it just disintegrates. What can I say? It's not my proudest work. I think in the future I'll just get rid of those 2 side lugs first, the grounding pins, anchor pins for the socket. There's the other one, piss that off. Alright, pad cleanup time. It's crazy, the amount of space just this on this side of the board, just because we get rid of the analog chip. Now we can get rid of analog chip and add AM32. Better FPV, I hope you're listening. We want a cross board with AM32 on it, ERLRS, and your typical flight controller. It's not asking much, I'm sure. Hell, HD0 can put a whole bloody thing on one board, so you should be able to do something there. Alright, cleaning it all up, it's a bit of a mess, but that's alright. We'll move on to the next thing, I think is the antenna. Yeah, so we want to get rid of this, put in a proper antenna. So we're going to scratch up a bit of this ground plane. I suspect it's the ground plane because it's like a shield all over the board. You can see it's all over the board there underneath the silk screen. Those MOSFETs are really nice, 13, 14 amp rated ones, and they're still able to keep the dead time of 5 milliseconds, which is awesome. 96 kilohertz PWM is best suited to that. Alright, continuity test is okay, shows that that's ground. Let's tin these buggers up. Off camera I've prepped a Beta FPV T antenna. Bit of pain in the ass, but it's worth it. I don't show it in the video here, but after I've soldered this all up, I've actually glued the antenna with some strain relief on top of the I think it's the ESP32 chip, or maybe the SX1281. No, I think it's the ESP. So glue that on top of that. Just put some rubber electrical tape on top of this rubber liquid electrical tape on top of this, just to keep it nice isolated. Oh, that's a nice joint. Don't you love it? 30 years plus of soldering iron work. All right, insulated. So this is how the board looks now. External antenna, motor pads all clean-ish. Power pads ready. Look at that free space on the board. AM32's coming, calling, hello. Yeah, UART pads, 5-volt pads, extra pads, ripper. Whoa. That was a bit intense. Ah, shit. Oh, hello.